Go on, Muggle. It's the summer spectacle. SummerSlam.
WWF SmackDown. Just bring it. No.
Going back in time there.
That's a terrible Michael Cole thing, but he's not really known for saying anything else. Vintage SummerSlam. It won't be.
Oh. Hello.
Hi.
This is the SummerSlam preview and prediction show.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this screen.
Right. We're going to run through the list, but in fashionable fashion.
Oh, fashionable fashion.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Double fashion. We're going to start with a pre-show that we may watch.
It'll be on in the background, and I do want to watch the cruiserweight title.
And, of course, we will do from least relevant to most relevant. So, there's no way to start it then. Let's go the mixed tag match on the preview, on the pre-show first. Such a waste of these two male wrestlers, but let's not get too much into that, otherwise we'll be here forever.
Who will?
Rusev and Lana versus Almas and Vega.
So, just not interested in this match.
No, and do you know what? I'll pretty much guarantee you, Almas and Vega is going to win this, because Aim English is going to come down and try and help Rusev win.
Yeah, he's pretty much going to spoil it.
And then it'll probably be like, this is the moment Rusev snaps and attacks English.
Right, and it will lead to the Rusev English match no one wants.
No.
But hey, you've pretty much laid it out. That's exactly my prediction. That's exactly how I was going to say it.
So, and then we've got Raw Tag Team Championship. Team Bogus.
Team Bogus.
Versus a Revival. And you know what? Just because I purely don't like the B team, I'm going to Revival win.
Yeah.
Top guys on top.
I don't think it's really the time for them to win the tag titles, but if it's a case of joke tag team and sort of serious tag team, I gotta go with the Revival as well. And hopefully it'll make Jim Cornette put out a...
Jim Cornette will be very happy for all of 5 minutes.
Until he finds something else to moan about.
Kenny Omega will probably do something.
Oh, God. Don't get him started on Kenny Omega, for the love of God. He'll go for an hour just on him alone.
Oh, dear. So then we've got the match we're all eagerly anticipating on the pre-show. The Cruiserweight title. Cedric Alexander facing off against Drew Gulak.
The man who is making 205 Live better.
Yeah.
Oh, man. If you've watched 205 Live at all this year, Drew Gulak's been the man for like the last 4 months or so. They've sort of toned him down, the comedy bits with the whole signs and the megaphones and all that. They've made him a bit more serious.
Yeah.
And Cedric Alexander's been okay, but I think it's time.
I believe it's time as well. New champion. A better 205 Live.
It's time.
With Gulak on top. And I'll tell you what, I will send Drake Maverick a very angry tweet if we do not then get on 205 Live on Tuesday a PowerPoint presentation on what makes a great champion.
Oh, unfortunately he hasn't done one of those in months. Because they toned it down.
It's not good enough.
He might bring it out just for like rare occasion. But yeah, we're in agreement here. Drew Gulak for the win.
Yes. So then, on to the main show. Where else am I going to start on the main roster? Let's get straight in there. SmackDown tag titles. The Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day. And I'm going to give my exact same prediction that I gave on one I did with Andrew on Ring the Bell yesterday. I don't care who wins this match. But if I had to pick a team, I'm going to go in the New Day. Because I just can't stand the Bludgeon Brothers and they're wasting the talent of Luke Harper.
Well, I'm going to be controversial here. Not the first time, I know. But I can see it being a 5-minute match, Bludgeon's winning in a squash.
Ugh.
Because I don't think New Day are the team to take the titles off of them, nor do they need to do it. Are we technically part of Ring the Bell now?
Yeah, why not?
Just making sure. I mean, they've given us the password for the Instagram.
Watch out, Instagram ones.
Wah, wah, wah.
So, as much as I want to go for another SmackDown match, I suppose we better even out a little bit.
Let's even it out.
Just purely because in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really mean anything. I'm going to pick Finn Balor versus Constable Corbin.
Oh, the miserable, bald Baron.
Right.
It's a nothing match, isn't it?
No, yeah, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. Love Baron Corbin. I think he's great talent and he's been underused. And arguably just as underused, Finn Balor. 2 years ago, he main evented SummerSlam with Seth Rollins.
Yeah. And last year, Corbin fought Cena.
Yeah.
In like what was a really big breakout match.
But I can only see this match going one way.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Finn Balor's going to pick up the victory.
Well, I don't want to agree with it, but I'm having to agree with it because I can just see it. If it was up to me, Baron would be winning with an end of days, maybe 3. But no, he's taking 2 feet to the gut. And that'll be game over. And they'll probably continue this for another month.
So, I'll go with this one now. We're back to SmackDown, and I'm going the SmackDown Women's Championship match. The awful Women's Champion Carmella facing off against Becky Lynch and Charlotte.
Yeah, I mean, with them two, it should be at least passable.
Now again, I've got to go with what I said last night. Spoiler alert. I would love to see Becky win it, but
Be nice.
I think Charlotte's going to turn heel. And she's going to screw Becky over.
What?
And Charlotte's going to be the queen again.
Oh, God.
With the title.
That's crazy. I wish she'd screw me over.
Oh my god. Oh, no. That's a completely different conversation. Right, so what's your predictions?
As much as I hate to say it, and I hate to predict it, and I hate to even think it, Carmella is going to sneak it.
Oh dear.
They'll probably bicker with each other, and she will get a dodgy roll up or take advantage of something. Carmella will retain. To get her comeuppance to Evolution.
Right, let's go over to the red side, and I'm going the Intercontinental title match. Mr. Irrelevant versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah, and if you watch Raw, they've both got a man in the corner.
Yeah. Drew's got... No. Dolph's got Drew.
There you go.
And Seth's got a lunatic in his corner.
Oh, beefy Ambrose.
Right, I'm just going to come and say it. I wouldn't be surprised if Ziggler gets a shitty victory, but I would like to see Seth win it just to get someone relevant holding the title. But Seth should be in the main event picture.
He should be. He absolutely should be. Well, I'm going to give my opinion on this one. They've done this whole Ambrose is back. Unfortunately, I can see Ambrose screwing Seth over. Heel turn by Ambrose.
Oh.
And they'll do some story with Ambrose going off on the other two, saying about how they never cared for him. And Ziggler will retain.
Okay. So, yeah, let's go back to the blue side. And it's time to put some evil into the show.
Oh no.
Evil Shinsuke Nax.
Oh god.
And he's defending his US title against Jeff Hardy.
He's pure evil, Margot.
I can't see Jeff Hardy winning this one.
Nothing against either of these guys, but this is another nothing match.
And not only that, I think we're all just predicting that Orton's going to come out at some point and smack someone.
Yeah. So, but why? Why didn't they just make it a triple threat match and be done with it?
That would have been more logical.
Yeah, I'm going to go in agreement here and say Nakamura is picking up the win. Dirty tactics, probably. Simply because Jeff doesn't need the belt. And I don't need Jeff Hardy to have the belt.
Right.
Next on the list.
Let's go. Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey.
Interesting. Could go either way.
Me personally, I reckon they're gonna pull the lever on this one, and we're gonna have a new champion.
Yeah, I've deliberated about this one all week because I'm thinking, Bliss could retain through some underhanded method, but there was something that came out not so long ago that said that the company wasn't happy with either of their women's champions, and as much as I think it's too early to put it on Ronda. She hasn't really done anything to really deserve it. Yeah, I can see it happening.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm going to agree with that one. Ronda wins the belt. Makes a tap.
Yeah. Let's stay with Raw. Let's go. Braun! Putting his money in the bank briefcase on the line against KO.
Yeah, and the stipulation is he can lose the contract anyway. It doesn't have to be pinned. If he loses the match anyway, he loses the briefcase.
Could be DQ, could be count out, could be anything.
Well, I'm going to be completely honest with this one. Braun will win.
Yeah.
With probably just a power slam.
Yeah.
There's no need to give Kevin Owens the briefcase.
And then I'm going to elaborate more on that when we get to the Universal title match. So yeah, so and then next we're going to go with the blue brand, and I am going to pinpoint this one. This, for me, if it's done right, this could steal the night, as far as I'm concerned. 8 years in the making. This match has been crazy, I think. It's been that long. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
They have wrestled on pay-per-view before.
Yeah, you're spoiling the momentum and all the build-up to it.
If anything, he beat Miz like 8 years ago.
I'm in two minds about this.
Well, I've been on record before saying that I'm not Miz's biggest fan, or any fan of his whatsoever. But this is one of those rare times where the better worker will pull a good match out of him. And I know people want this thing to continue, but for me, I think they need to start putting the momentum behind Bryan if they're going to get him ready for Rumble. So for me, Miz taps out. Yes, lock. Bryan wins. Crowd goes home happy. 8 years in the making.
I could make an argument for both sides, but I think Bryan will get the win. So that then leaves us just 2 matches left.
Oh, cool.
So of course we're going to go to the Raw side because I'm looking least forward to that out of the 2 main title matches.
You sure?
Yeah.
Is that it? Done. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is it. Just 2 to go.
We've got the Universal title match. Lesnar versus Reigns for like the 6th time in however long it's been.
Yeah, it's been a few.
And I'm just going to come out and say it straight away. I will wet myself if it happens. I think they're going to give the middle finger to the universe.
Oh,
Brock's gone over, lads.
Again.
Yes.
Trying to say anything about this match is just...
But here's my prediction, because Brock's booked for Raw the next night.
Yeah.
So I reckon Brock's going to win. May even get a shitty victory. Roman's going to come out on Raw all pissed off and that, go mental on him. And then we're going to get our cash in.
Oh.
Braun's going to win the Universal title.
Would make sense.
I just think they've got something big planned, surely. Otherwise, why would you book Brock the next night on Raw if he's losing?
Maybe it was just part of his contract.
Maybe.
You get Raw after Mania, you get Raw after SummerSlam.
Yeah, possibly.
You see, it's hard predicting this one because if it gets out that Roman's winning, Vince is just going to go, put Brock over, screw him over. Because that's what he does. And if it gets out that Brock's going over, then...
Brock's going over, lads.
Then, yeah, he probably will. Can I put don't care? I really just don't care about this match.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. No, it's simply because this is Roman's 5th title defense, or 5th shot at the title, or 6th. This is going to be the one where he wins it. Roman wins the Universal title. Just to end the rivalry, for the love of God. Now can we get on to a match we all want to see?
Yes. The WWE Championship match. AJ Styles defending against Samoa Joe.
Oh, man.
Isn't it funny how sort of like the potential show stealers are all on one show?
Yeah, it's pretty... But SmackDown is just booked better.
Yeah, and you haven't got the crappy 3 hours to fill. Although apparently SmackDown 1000, that's potentially going to be a 3-hour show.
As long as it's only that one that is. Don't make it permanent.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'll be fine with either guy being champion, but I don't think they're going to pull the plug on AJ just yet. I think AJ's retaining.
Yeah, simply because I think this is the start of the rivalry. I don't think it would make sense for...
Because I think they have teased on a leaked poster in wherever Hell in a Cell's being held. I think it has been sort of advertised Joe, AJ.
Yeah, but they could change that around. Either one could be champion.
Yeah.
But no, I would keep the belt on AJ until next year's WrestleMania. When he goes against Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I'll be on board for that. Bryan, AJ.
You see, it just works. At the moment, there is no person I would say, take the belt off AJ and give it to him.
Yeah.
Because he's on a roll. He's getting good matches out of everyone.
Yeah.
Why punish him? This is going to steal the show. I'm telling you, this for me is going to do it.
Yeah, why not?
But no, ultimately, I'm going with AJ to retain. Not with a submission this time. Phenomenal forearm.
Ooh.
Although I would be impressed if he hits the Styles Clash on him.
Done it before.
Oh, don't go there.
So, that's our SummerSlam preview and predictions.
Yeah, that's all of it. So, you know the drill, people. If you agree with our predictions or disagree, write them in the comments below.
Yeah.
One of us will get back to you. Probably him. And let's try surviving this, making it a good one.
Yeah.
Lost Day, Part 4.
Just a quick one before we end it just here. Over the weekend, we're going to be having a fun recording over the weekend. Our friends over at Ring the Bell, Andrew and Ross, recently did a podcast on a Mount Rushmore of wrestling. They had a criteria, and that will explain that all when we do it, of who's eligible, who's not criteria. But me and Sam really liked the idea of it, so we've decided to respond and do our own versions of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, our very own Mount Rushmore wrestler.
So we'll be recording that over the weekend and get it out to you all as soon as possible.
Yeah, probably sometime next week. There's got to be a lot of videos going out. It's like Heath Slater's song said, I'm just one man.
And that will do us.
Yep, that's going to wrap things up from your hosts, the master of the brain damage,
Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. We'll see you again for the next one.
SummerSlam, the summer spectacle.
Oh.